speak to you in this moment because your heart has been asking for a sign you can feel in your skin, in the breath between your ribs, in the hush that falls over a room when you realize you are not alone. I am the one who formed you, who set the curve of your smile and the cadence of your steps, who placed a lantern inside your chest to remind you that you are guided even when every corridor looks the same. Listen closely. Do not rush the syllables, do not skim the sentences. Let every word come to rest upon you like warm rain on a thirsty field. This is not a coincidence. This is me, bringing an answer to a question you have carried too long. Are you chosen for love that does not abandon, for a promise that will be kept? Yes. And I am telling you now, someone desires to take your hand before me, to build a life with you, to stand in daylight and in the hush of night and say, I am here, and I will remain. You have been tested by imitations, voices that promised affection but went silent when the weather changed, hands that held you only until the shadows grew long. You learned to read the sky, to pack your hopes light so you could run when the thunder arrived. It made you cautious. It taught you to sleep with your shoes near the door, to keep your suitcases half-zipped in the back of your mind. I saw that. I do not rebuke you for protecting the child within you. But I have come to loosen the knot in your chest, to take the shoes from beside your bed and set them in the closet. You will not have to run from the love I am sending. You will not have to be braver than your tenderness. You will not have to apologize for needing simple, honest constancy. There is a person whose spirit has been calling out to me about you. They do not carry perfection in their pockets, they carry growth, they carry humility, they carry a reverence for the truth even when the truth is a climb and not a shortcut. They have also been forged in a season of loneliness, the kind where dinner plates feel too loud when set for one, the kind where a laugh in an empty room returns to you as a question. They asked me, will you lead me to the one whose eyes feel like home? I answered with your memory. I answered with the imprint of your kindness. I answered with the scent of your prayers. They do not know every detail of you, not yet, but they know your outline in the mist. They know the warmth of your yes and the necessary strength of your no. They know that mercy flows from you like a quiet river that never runs dry. I will not write a mortal's private name into your destiny before its appointed time. I guard hearts, and I guard reputations, and I guard timelines, for love grows best when it is not ripped open for spectacle. But I will tell you the signature I have written upon them so you recognize the truth when it arrives. You will know them by their steadiness when others crack under pressure. You will know them by how they listen, not waiting to speak, not collecting your words as ammunition, but receiving them as pearls to be honored. You will know them by how they are unembarrassed to pray even if their voice trembles, and by how they have learned to apologize without spinning the story. You will know them by the way they protect your quiet without locking you in a cage, by the way they celebrate what is sacred to you without demanding you shrink to fit their history. You have seen people pretend to cherish you while secretly measuring you, pretending to love you while negotiating with their fears, pretending to walk with you while mapping their exit routes. This is not that. This is a person who has already grieved enough endings to know that beginnings are holy. They will not flirt with your soul and then ghost your future. They will not turn your vulnerability into a trophy. They have learned what a promise costs, and they are willing to pay. When the night is long, they will stay present instead of punishing. When the day is bright, they will not dim you to keep control. Their voice will be a shelter in storms, not a storm you must shelter from. And I am the one who has been forming this inside them while you wondered if you were forgotten. Do not be surprised that you are nervous to receive the very gift you asked for. Fear is persistent. It sits on the porch even after you have moved to a better house. But I have not brought you this far to let fear sign for your packages. I am giving you discernment, a gentle sense that does not shout but refuses to lie. You will not need to be detective, judge, and jury. You will be companion, equal in dignity, equal in calling, equal in the work of making a home that smells like joy. I am not sending you a project to fix or a riddle to decode. I am sending you an answer that still requires faith, yes, but not constant self-abandonment. You will not have to barter your peace to keep their affection. Your peace will be the atmosphere in which your affection breathes. There will be a confirmation in 3 layers. First, a word will arrive when you are not looking for it, a line in a conversation, a lyric, a verse, a phrase that lands with the weight of a key in your palm. It will reference a door, or a garden, or a table. Pay attention. Second, an act of service that nobody asked for will appear, small, nearly invisible to others, like a coat draped over your shoulders when the wind is rude, or a glass of water offered before you knew you were thirsty. It will be precise, not performative. Third, there will be a moment of shared laughter that releases a roomful of memories from captivity. A laughter so honest it feels like prayer. These 3 will not be theatrics. They will be ordinary miracles, and you will know I am in them because they will deliver peace, not pressure. I am not impatient with your timeline. I am not scolding you for your questions. But I am asking you to release the scripts you wrote for your own protection, scripts that say, I must be suspicious to stay safe, I must be small to be wanted, I must perform to deserve devotion. I never asked you to shrink. I asked you to be truthful. I never asked you to break yourself to fit inside someone's idea of lovable. I asked you to bring your whole heart into the light so I can show you how carefully I hold it. The one I am preparing for you will not be afraid of your wholeness, nor will they fetishize your wounds. They will sit with you and help you thread the needle of your story, stitching beauty where there were frayed edges, not to erase your past but to honor how far you've come. When you feel the old panic rising, the one that counts every flaw like loose change, speak these words, I am not auditioning for my own life. I am already chosen. Let your breathing slow. Put your hand on your chest and remember the lantern I placed there. You do not need to perform sunlight, you carry it. And I will orchestrate meetings without manipulation. You do not need to chase, I will align. You do not need to force, I will open doors that match your stride. Timing is not a punishment. Timing is a cradle. There is a conversation coming where you will practice this. You will feel the urge to overexploit your kindness, to rescue someone from the consequences of their chaos so that they love you in return. But this time you will inhale grace and exhale wisdom. You will say, I care for you, but I will not carry what is not mine. And you will watch how true love does not require you to bleed to prove your softness. You will feel the quiet pride of heaven standing with you as you decline the counterfeit to make room for the covenant. Do not be confused if the wind stirs and a few people react to your boundaries like they are storms. Sometimes those who were fed by your exhaustion will call your rest an offense. Bless them. Wish them healing. Keep walking. The one who longs to marry you is not threatened by your rest. They respect it, they guard it, they schedule around it the way a gardener schedules around rain. They are not aroused by drama, they are aroused by integrity. They are not dazzled by crowds, they are moved by character. You will not have to translate yourself into a language that insults your soul. You will speak in your natural tongue, and they will understand. There will be a place, perhaps a cafe with a window that faces a tree, perhaps a quiet corner of a bookstore, perhaps a bench where birds gossip like old friends, where your eyes meet and everything slows without anyone else noticing. The world will continue its errands, and yet within you a bell will ring. It will not be thunder, it will be clarity. No fireworks needed, only the gentle yes of two rivers meeting at last. You will speak about ordinary things, the best way to steep tea, the perfect ripeness of a mango, the smell of rain on a warm road. And in those ordinary things you will meet the holy, the sacrament of being seen without mask or microphone. My hand will be heavy on your shoulder in that moment, not to weigh you down but to steady you for the joy you are about to receive. I am sending mentors and examples, too, couples who have guarded their vows like they were guarding a temple, elders who will remind you that attraction is a spark but devotion is the house you feed all winter. Sit with them. Ask them how to disagree without disrespect, how to repent without self-hatred, how to forgive without pretending nothing happened. Let their stories soften you to the work it takes to love well. You are not naive for wanting a love that lasts, you are wise to prepare for it. You asked about a name, and I have given you a signature instead. Do not trip over what I have not said, walk with what I have breathed into your hands. When the time is right, the name will no longer be a riddle, it will be a vow. Until then, let me cultivate the soil. Let me prune the branches that steal sweetness from your fruit. Let me lift the shame that stains your pillow and the loneliness that pretends to be sophisticated. You do not have to be cynical to be safe. You have to be anchored. Plant your hope not in fantasies that flatter your fears, but in the truth that has held you since before your first cry, I am with you. I am for you. I am not going anywhere. Practical things matter in holy stories. So I will help you notice what love looks like in motion. You will see them show up consistently, not only when it is glamorous to be seen with you. You will notice how they remember what you say even when no reward is attached. You will watch how they treat those who cannot repay them, and you will see me there, smiling. You will also be called to reciprocate, to be brave enough to name your needs without turning them into threats, to express gratitude without turning it into debt, to choose curiosity over control. I will coach you in real time. My spirit will nudge you, listen longer, breathe, tell the truth, let that pass, laugh, hold hands, ask for help, rest. These are the small hinges on which large doors swing. You once told yourself that your story would always be either loneliness or noise. I am drafting you into something different, quiet celebration. Not spectacle, not secrecy, sacred clarity. There will be days when you both feel fragile. There will be evenings when old patterns knock and ask to be let back in. But you will choose one another and you will choose me, and the old patterns will pass by like travelers who missed their stop. You will build a table that welcomes those who are hungry for gentleness, and you will learn the choreography of shared life, washing dishes like priests tending the temple, budgeting like poets building a bridge, sharing secrets like gardeners planting bulbs that will bloom at the right season. I have guarded you in nights when you thought you were simply awake because of caffeine. I have watched over you in mornings when your courage felt like wet paper. I have counted the tears you thought were wasted and turned them into a reservoir you will drink from later, compassion that never runs dry. I am rewriting the prayer you were taught to fear. What if it doesn't happen for me? The answer is not shame, the answer is schedule. I do not deny you. I prepare you. I do not tease you. I teach you. And now a turn is here, subtle as sunrise and just as certain. Dawn does not alarm the earth, it invites it. Let this invitation settle you. Let it steady your hands. Let it brighten your eyes. When anxiety tries to prophesy, you will be left, you will be last, you will be laughed at. Answer with my words. I will never leave you, I have not forgotten you, I am making you a sign of my kindness. Do not retaliate against your own heart. Do not bully your tenderness into silence. Hold it up to the light and watch it refract. You were not designed for scarcity. You were not designed to make altars to rejection. You were designed to receive and to give, to learn the holy rhythm of love that breathes in and breathes out, that builds and blesses, that heals and holds, that laughs and listens. I know the calendar you keep tucked in your thoughts, the dates that ache, the anniversaries of near misses, the seasons when everyone else seemed to arrive while you remained at the station. I saw you bless them anyway. I saw you clap from the shadows, whispering prayers into your sleeves so your envy wouldn't harden into bitterness. That was not unnoticed. Seeds were planted, and they are sprouting now. For in blessing others, you aligned yourself with my heart, and my heart remembers. Understand this, the one who wants to marry you is not your rescue boat, I already rescued you. They are your companion, your co-sojourner, your fellow steward of wonder. If you try to make them your savior, the weight will crush both of you. Let me be the foundation so they can be the house and you can be the home. Build on a rock, not on a storyline you borrowed from a screen. You will not need to curate every moment for an audience. Your ordinary will be luminous because it is honest. Prepare room, not by panicking, but by practicing. Practice telling the truth kindly. Practice resting without guilt. Practice choosing to stay present when your mind tries to sprint to the worst-case scenario. Practice receiving compliments without arguing. Practice praying together, even if the first prayer is awkward and short. Heaven leans close to such small beginnings. I delight in your laughter. I delight in your stubborn hope. I delight in the way you still write notes to yourself that say, keep going, even when your handwriting shakes. I delight in the way you sing off-key with sincerity, the way you notice the moon in puddles, the way you choose compassion over cleverness. These are not random details, they are the mosaic of you that caught this person's attention long before a confession crossed their lips. They have felt your gravity from a distance, a gentle pull that says, here is someone who has not let bitterness make a home in them. They are coming closer because I am guiding them like a ship by a lighthouse, and you are that light not because you try to be, but because you are with me. Take courage. The chapters ahead do not erase the chapters behind, they make sense of them. The nights you wept will become the language you use to comfort others who think their mornings will never come. The betrayals you survived will become the wisdom that guards your gates without building walls too high to let joy in. You are not late. You are right on time to your own life. And when the moment is ripe, vows will be written on paper and on your hearts. Hands will be joined. Blessings will be spoken. Not as a performance, but as a promise kept in my sight. Walk forward with a soft jaw and a lifted head. Smile when you feel the warmth, even if you cannot explain it yet. Say yes to the coffee, yes to the walk, yes to the conversation that is simple and good. Say no to the pull of old stories that demand you sabotage what is healthy. Ask for what you need. Offer what you can. Keep me at the center, and you will not lose yourself in the orbit of another. You will find yourselves circling the same sun. This is my word over you. You are not overlooked, you are not almost, you are not a rehearsal for someone else's finale. You are beloved, you are becoming, you are beginning again with wisdom in your pockets. Someone desires to marry you, not to display you like a trophy, but to honor you like a covenant. The name will be clear when the season is. Until then, receive my peace as both sign and seal. I am with you in the waiting and in the arrival. Leave the door unlocked for joy. It knows the way. I am speaking directly to your heart, closer than breath, louder than any noise around you, softer than the whisper that rises when you close your eyes and remember you were made for love. I have watched your steps on roads that did not return your kindness. I have counted your tears like pearls you never asked for, and I have guarded your sleep when worry tried to climb into your bed and pretend to be your friend. You have said, "Is there a message for me?" and I am answering without delay. This is for you. Do not let the old ache explain it away. Do not let fear translate it incorrectly. Receive what I am giving. Hold it like warm bread in your hands. Breathe it in like morning air after a long night. Let it reach the place inside you that still remembers what joy feels like when it is unafraid to stay. You have been faithful in little things that no one praised. You have walked away from conversations that would have made you popular but would have made your soul smaller. You have apologized when pride said to double down. You have given when others were counting. You have carried wounds that did not belong to you and still refused to turn bitter. I saw every choice, and none of it was wasted. Your kindness has been a seed bank buried beneath snow, waiting for a season that looked impossible, and now the thaw has begun. I am turning the ground of your life with a gentle hand. I am pulling out the tangled roots of old disappointments that choke the new growth. You will feel the shift, not as a violent storm, but as a steady sunrise that refuses to stop climbing. I also came to remove a lie that has tried to wear your face, the lie that you are hard to love, the lie that love always chooses someone else first, the lie that the good parts of your story expired when someone mishandled your trust. I am tearing up that false contract. I am writing a new sentence over you, chosen, cherished, pursued with honor. Love is not late. It is arriving with wisdom and with the quiet strength that stays in the room when arguments are tired and shadows have run out of places to hide. Your life will not be measured by the betrayals that tried to rename you. Your life will be measured by the mercy that kept building a table in the wilderness. I prepared that table for you, and on it I am placing a cup that overflows with certainty, certainty that you are seen, certainty that you will not be asked to beg, certainty that you can exhale the last of the feigned indifference you practiced to survive. There is a person whose heart has been learning your language without even knowing when the lessons began. They have felt magnetized toward your sincerity in a world that rewards angles and shortcuts. They do not want your stage, they want your silence, your laughter, your ordinary. They are not impressed by the masks that don't fit you. They are moved by your courage to be honest. I am the one arranging the intersections and the timing, because I will not let haste sabotage what patience has built. This is not a collision, it is a meeting, a gentle joining where two roads discover they were pointing toward each other all along. And I tell you plainly, someone wants to marry you. Not in a fantasy made of fireworks that burn out, but in a covenant of steady light that does not exhaust the room it shines in. Your heart has asked for a sign that does not manipulate, a tenderness that does not go missing on hard days, a voice that speaks truth without wounding. I am answering with a person who understands promise like a vow to tend a garden, watering, weeding, waiting, celebrating. You have said, but I have been mistaken before. Yes, you have, and still I will not let your past be judge and jury over your future. The misreads taught you to listen deeper. The delays taught you to cherish what arrives. The loneliness taught you to sit at your own table and recognize your worth before anyone else takes a chair. Those chapters are not wasted pages, they are ink that makes the new lines readable. I am giving you discernment that is gentle and clear. You will notice peace like a river in your chest when they speak. You will notice how your shoulders loosen when they enter the room. You will notice how your laughter returns without permission slips. Peace, not pressure. Clarity, not confusion. Devotion, not performance. You will not be asked to compete with ghosts or barter with your boundaries. You will not be asked to mute the parts of you that sing. You have wondered about the timing, about the seasons that marched by while you held a lantern looking for the path. I have not been withholding, I have been preparing. Love that lasts is not built like a tent before a storm, it is built like a house upon rock. I was laying footings, aligning beams, sealing places where cold wind used to sneak in. Some of that work happened in you, some of it happened in them, and some of it happened in the space between you, space that will soon become shared ground. Do not resent the workshop that looked like a waiting room. It was not idle. I used that place to strengthen your ability to tell truth from drama, gold from glitter, covenant from spectacle. Now I move you from preparation into fulfillment, from sketches into a doorway you can walk through. I know you have asked for the name. I hear you whisper, tell me plainly. Let your heart steady, the name is not a tease, not a riddle designed to exhaust you. The name I speak to you first is not a human syllable, it is the banner over this promise, faithful. Write it where you can see it. Speak it when doubt rehearses old monologues. Wear it like a ring on the finger of your soul. Every other name will unfold within this banner. When the time is right, the human name will arrive with confirmation so gentle you will wonder why you ever feared missing it. Your spirit will nod. Your peace will deepen. Counsel from the wise will align with the quiet yes inside you. I am not playing hide-and-seek with your hope. I am teaching your hope to recognize the sound of my footsteps so you do not run after echoes. Do not try to skip this. Do not rush past what I am saying, as if your worth could be summarized in a headline. I am writing paragraphs of comfort into your days. I am placing sentences of joy inside your mornings. I am composing a chapter of companionship that understands your history and still chooses your future. You will not have to convince them to stay. You will not have to audition for the role of beloved. You will not have to carry the whole bridge while pretending it is a feather. They will bring strength that shares the load, humility that apologizes quickly, delight that studies your smile like a map. When conflict visits, as it does to every home, the doors will not slam, listening will open windows. When grief knocks, hands will hold, not point. When celebration comes, it will be exuberant without envy. You will discover that safety can be bright, that gentleness can be brave, that romance can be reverent.